Wow. Okay. What is up, everybody? I have some huge news for you today. It is absolutely massive, and I had to go live to share it with you because I don't think enough people are talking about this, and I don't think enough people will cover this even as it's starting to be discovered. So I wanted to go live right now and talk about this insane update that could truly be life changing, and is really, I think, in a spiral to a whole different world. So, homeowners and real estate agents, something historic is happening right now, and you probably don't even know about it. The first real world home sale through the metaverse is being sold using NFT technology. But what does this mean for the future of real estate agents? What does this mean? So let's kind of get into it. So recently, Forbes, actually, I believe today, released an article saying that Sotheby's, a very international brokerage, credible, well known, is selling the first real world home through the metaverse using NFT technology. This is a big deal, and we're going to really get into why. I mean, seriously, it's huge. So, for everybody tuning in right now, we're about to dive into this. Welcome to Scale Through the Fail with Robert Bean, Meta Agent Edition, real estate team leader, coach, and informer. And I'm going to bring you something really awesome right now. So, unless you've been hiding under a rock or in a doomsday bunker, you've heard of this thing called the metaverse. What the heck is the metaverse? Man, we could get into that. That's a whole nother topic. But basically, it's a digital world. We'll leave it at that. Keep it short and sweet because it's not the focus for today. What we're really going to focus on is what's happening in the metaverse. And for those who've been hearing it, real estate agents or really just people in general, the metaverse hasn't meant much to you. It's just this cool little thing. It's another app, it's another software, it's another video game, something like that. How does it apply to real world people? Well, let's talk about that right now. So, Sotheby's International Realty is a very large, notable, it's one of the top real estate brokerages in the world. And right now, along with Voxel Architects and NFT collector Gabe Sierra, are selling two homes in two different locations, and yet for the price of one. Insert the Meta Real Mansion. This is wild. The Meta Real Mansion is something that kind of we've been thinking. Some of my partners and I have been thinking about are going to be happening, and now it's happening, and it's even happening sooner than we anticipated. So, with the simple purchase, basically, of an NFT, which is a non fungible token, basically, it's something that is one of a kind. The owner will get access to both their digital and real world mansions. Crazy, I know. Now, the real world home will be built on a 1 acre lot, 11,000 square feet, 7 bedrooms, 9 bathrooms in one of the most prestigious areas in Florida. I hope I'm remembering that right. Miami. Got it. Now, after that, there's the digital mansion, and the digital mansion will be inside one of the more notable metaverse worlds known as Sandbox. And that one will entirely mimic the real world mansion. Now, you're probably thinking, that's cool and all, Robert, that's cute, but it's just another video game or it's just another random thing. Like, but what does it matter? How does it apply to me, real world person, real world real estate agent? What does that mean? And after all, no one's going to spend their hard earned money on fake property. It's just a gimmick, right? Fake items, fake clothing. Nobody's actually going to spend real money on that, right? Well, here's the thing. Last year, people spent over $54 billion on in game items. Now, to compare, Target, one of the biggest name brand retail stores, had a total revenue of $25 billion. You can see right here, total revenue for 2021 was $25.7 billion. And yet, the global in game spending on video games was $54 billion. Now, Target is a real world company that produces real world items, and yet people spent double on digital items, fake items, things that don't exist, that are not attached to anything material. They spent double than they did at Target. Now tell me again, is this fake? Is this going away? No, there's not a chance. $54 billion. And it's only projected, as you can see here, only projected to be growing. 2025, 74 billion. That's insane, insane numbers. And so, what that's showing us is an inside look that people are increasingly investing in digital, convenient entertainment and things like that. So, let's kind of get into a little bit more about this, right? Again, what does this mean? Like, how does this pertain to real estate? Well, if people could buy digital homes and physical homes together, and it would potentially cost them less in fees and simplify the overall process, why wouldn't they? I mean, like, look at it. Everyone buy one, get one free. And people are like, no, 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 I don't want the free thing. I'm just going to go buy the thing by itself and not get the extra perks. Well, if notable brokerages like Sotheby's starts including NFT purchases and digital versions of their homes, people are going to naturally say, yeah, I'll take it, right? Especially if this process, as it's refined, starts to save them money on closing costs, starts to add additional perks that the traditional loan might not, the traditional home purchase might not. Yeah, people aren't idiots. They're going to totally take advantage of this opportunity. And so then we move kind of forward into this. There's a huge convenience factor here, right? We haven't really talked about this a lot when people are talking about the metaverse. We typically hear them talk about it as a video game or like this kind of like exploratory, just like, oh, gimmick, right? But we haven't talked about the convenience factor. Who has seen a rise in Zoom over the last few years? Pretty wild, right? And yet, prior to that, very few people, in comparison to who use it now, use Zoom then. But we started gravitating, and then because of COVID, immediately shot ourselves into a much more digital world. And so things like Zoom went up, things like Facebook portal went up. We saw more people engaging in the digital world because it became convenient, it was safe, it was cost effective, and it allowed people to connect with each other without the physical barriers. So now that we're heading into a digital direction, like let's play through some scenarios of what that could look like. Imagine yourself right now, okay? And maybe you're a gamer, right? Let's reach to the gamers first, then I'll show you how, like, to someone who's not a gamer, someone who's not digital, how this relates. But let's start with the gamers. Maybe you're a gamer and maybe you have this house, your real house that you live in, right? And you have your digital version. Well, a lot of us can make friends online that we wouldn't particularly invite into our actual real world home, right? But imagine you could invite them into your digital home. You could have an address. You could show them, your cool lights in the background because your digital world, your metaverse home would actually reflect your real world one. So you could go out, fight a dragon with your friends, right? Sounds cheesy, but fight a dragon with your friends and then go hang out at your digital house all from one setting. Now, you're probably thinking, hey, I'm not a gamer. That's not my thing. That sounds nerdy or dumb, or that's not my thing. Well, first of all, I'm a total nerd and I love this and I think it's super awesome. But let's give it a little bit more real world application for people who aren't into video games or aren't into this type of thing. What does it mean? It means that you can create experiences. How about this? You've got a friend or family member that you can't see. Maybe the cost of travel is too much. Maybe you turn around and you don't have the funds to go see them. Maybe they're sick. Maybe you just aren't able to make it work. Schedules, life, kids, jobs, family. But imagine you could log onto a computer with them and go see a movie. Seriously, go see a movie. Maybe my mom, let me give you a great example. My mom, she wants to go pick out a new phone. Well, Samsung already has a store inside of the metaverse. Imagine I just go log in, my mom logs in, and we literally go to the Samsung store and I help her pick out a new phone. Maybe grandma, who couldn't make it for the kid's birthday party, could turn around and go in through the metaverse and see the birthday party, not through a tiny little portal, not through a tiny little lens. She could walk around. She could participate. She could be a part of that experience that before she might not have been able to. Imagine being able to go shopping together, movies together, safely, securely, cost efficiently. It creates experiences and allows people to access something that most people don't have access to right now, especially after COVID, right? Now, what do you think this will mean? Because this is an important question I have for you, because a lot of you are real estate agents tuning in my audience. What do you think this will mean for real estate agents? If the process makes it cheaper for people to buy homes, if the process makes it more digital and online for people to acquire homes, what do you think this means? What do you think is going to happen? Right? How does the future of a real estate agent and home ownership look to you? So leave a comment. Seriously, let me know. I want your thoughts on this because this is pretty wild. This is pretty an exceptional thing. One of the things that I think we're going to see happen is I think that people are going to come to qualified agents who know how to navigate the NFT and crypto world, and I think we're going to see people go to them basically for advice on how to navigate the market, just like they still do navigate in this current market. They go to a real estate agent to help them navigate. Now, there's a lot of people who can do for sale by owners, but a good agent typically will make you more money, reduce your stress, protect you better. Again, emphasize good agent. There's plenty of crappy people out there in the world who don't do their job right. So I think we're going to see qualified agents and people coming after qualified agents who can help them navigate the metaverse, navigate this digital landscape, digital home purchases. Um, so yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think this means for home ownership and what you think this means for the future of real estate agents. Do you think that they're going to become valuable? Do you think they're a dying breed? Do you think they're going to be replaced by something? If so, what replaces them? I want to know. I think this is huge. I think it's exciting. I think that there is a lot of potential here, especially as we see notable companies take this and run with it in a legitimate fashion, and the fact that people have been spending billions and billions of dollars on digital currencies, on digital items for 10, 20, 30, 40 years now. So thanks for tuning in. If you watch this crazy wild announcement, man, thanks so much. I appreciate it. And maybe you can just turn around and share a little bit of your story of home ownership and what you're looking for in the digital world, and how you would use this. Um, and if you're a real estate agent and you're looking to learn a little bit more about what's going on in this digital world, maybe you saw this and you go, holy crap, Robert, I'm kind of scared, or I'm intrigued, or I want to know more. Listen, we run the Meta Agent group in Discord. We would love to have you in there, where we just share open information about this freely, and we talk about this stuff, and we try to cultivate growth and information so that we can go out into our clients and help lead by example, help protect them, help stay ahead of what's happening versus being 10 years behind. So comment with your thoughts on what this means. Comment if you want to invite to the group. Please like, subscribe, and do me a favor and share this. Someone out there may really care about this. Someone out there may be impacted by this. Someone out there may need the help. So please share this. And seriously, thanks for this quick announcement, and you guys tuning in, all of you. And I can't wait to hear more about what your thoughts are in the comments below. Talk to you later.